Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adiba Elizabeth, and I'm here with my fellow colleagues. Please, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm afraid of Faisal.
I'm Ajayi Kokos. I'm a Tafribo.
Okay, and thank you for introducing yourself, girlies. We are here to speak on a topic that says how social media platforms are corrupting the adolescents of this generation. So, first of all, I, Adiba Elizabeth, I'm going to explain what social media is all about, the usefulness, and my fellow colleagues are going to speak more on the negative part that's caused to the adolescents of this generation. So let's discuss what is social media platform. Social media platform that digital platform that help people to interact, create and share videos online. Okay, what are the usefulness of social media platform? It helps to create content online, share ideas, and also it also helps people to connect with people online and also share business ideas. So, speaking about the negative impact of social media on the youth of this generation, I would like Faiza to give our own views on this story.
About how social media is same with our generation. Firstly, it's also anxiety. We see a 18-year-old girl having anxiety because if you talk to them, their diagnosis is too big. That was psychiatric hospital reported that over 40% teenage girls have depression since the year 2020. And what's the main trigger? Social media comparison. Secondly, it corrupts our body. Waist trainers, bleaching creams, BBL surgery. We now see two girls saving their lunch money not for jam funds but for skin lightening soap because TikTok said light skin equals soft life. My colleague will proceed with how social media corrupts adolescent girls nowadays.
Once again, my name is Ajayi Kokos Anna. How social media corrupts adolescents, in my own perspective, is that it validates negativity. So if a lady or if an adolescent boy likes another job, so instead of her telling her parents that okay, this is the same, because all her life she has had that it's the same for you to like the same gender. But instead of her telling her parents, because of social media, she will find comfort in social media. She will see people telling her that, oh, being a gay, being a lesbian is a normal thing. Meanwhile, this is a sin, and she's seeing. And even as a Muslim girl, which is a very bad thing, Christians and Muslims, you see her start like having more feelings for ladies because of social media.
Patients are not supposed to come inside this because she's the one doing behind this.
And my second point is that social media give identity crisis. For me, I'll use myself as an example. For me, who is an extroverted person, inquisitive person, and who likes talking, social media makes me feel bad for being myself. They make me feel like being friendly is being stupid. So every time I'm always seeing you like be nonchalant, keep your feelings to yourself, don't talk, don't like act cool, because that's how it is. And at some point I found this hard to be myself because I'm trying to be nonchalant, all because of social media's advice. Anyways, that's my point. And
Thank you for that point. Well, I'm here to add up to the points whereby I see social media affect the adolescent of this age by causing sleep disruption. In the sense that when you're supposed to sleep, you'll find an adolescent or a youth of this generation scrolling through their phones. And that will cause a lot of distractions and will cause less of sleep, which is going to affect the mental health of that youth. Then secondly, we'll talk about cyberbullying and isolation. Now, social media has created a platform whereby even when we are connected, we still feel harassed as if we're not doing our best. And then we tend to find ourselves isolating ourselves from what we're supposed to do.
Okay. So I believe that from the conversation that my fellow colleagues made, we all can accept that social media has contributed to the high level of conjunction. So, guys, I believe we all share what we about how to reduce, because we all know that we cannot erase social media from our lives, from we especially. So, can we speak about how we can or minimize this problem that we have with social media?
Well, let's say in as much as social media is very vital and important to the community and to both the adolescents and the youth generation, we still can agree that we cannot stop it.
Yes.
So we will only come to the terms of managing this, whereby I will suggest we involve or we introduce the pattern of screen time where adolescents are supposed to be watched, or they are supposed to educate themselves or discipline themselves on the usage of their phones when it is time for sleep. You're supposed to get at least 1 hour of rest where you're supposed to get your mind and your body put together before you get that sleep. And while you are sleeping or you want to sleep, you should take your phone from where your bed is, so you won't be tempted to carry the phone and operate it. Then I still feel family media is also another advantage, whereby we don't need to do through our phones for certain information. But rather, when we have a problem that is stopping us, we can table it in the family media, where our families who are already advanced, who already know the side and the right and the wrong part, can help us or educate us more on the idea instead of getting the wrong source from the social media.
Okay, I'm sorry, before you go, I would like to contribute to this conversation you just said now. Okay, I believe parents too should do more on this. Like we were speaking about families, families. So I believe parents should do more on this as well. I mean, in this generation, you see a 9 years old using iPhone 16 Pro Max, like it's we actually crazy. Yes, because I can believe when I was still in JSS1, I don't even know what a phone is. Most especially when I was in JS1, our class teacher gives us assignments, and I believe we all believe that we call this our generation, what they call Gen Z. We all believe in that. But this Gen Z we are still talking about, my own Gen Z, I was not using phone in JSS1. Even if they give us class project, I go to the cyber cafe to do my assignments. But the problem is you see parents even encouraging their children to use phones that even like 3 years the child cannot work for that month. So the thing is that parents too should contribute to reduce it. You understand? Because I believe that some parents are even in support of this. How can you be seeing a 9 years old child operating Instagram, doing so many things on TikTok, having so many likes, and you expect that child to concentrate on her studies? No. So parents should also help in reducing it. Do you get? And also governments should help. I mean, in government schools now, you see so many students. Some people will say government schools are not they are not doing their best. You get? I went to a government school, and when I was in school, we were not even allowed to bring our cell phone to class. But now you see students, when they could, even in school, they are taking their phones. I saw a video, I think day before yesterday, of a student dancing in the class, so doing TikTok live in the class. So the thing is that they should ban students from using cell phone in school, at least or else for a constant business. You get? So students are not meant to be giving their phone to school. So I believe if they can stop all this, then you can actually reduce the impact of social media on adolescents. So you do you have something to say about this?
About her point, I mean, when I was talking about she meant about family issue, and I talked about it that the girl like the girl because she was she's embarrassed. Mind you, just people said that actually a son of their parents are so they find comfort in social media. So I'm not saying they shouldn't find comfort in social media, but there should be a way. It should be. So I'll say that maybe some social media platforms should be that whereby they can talk about mental health. They can adolescents can manage themselves talking about mental health, because there are different type of problems. This is social media, eating disorder, where a child feels like she's too fat, so she starts becoming the health patient. So my own remedy is that there's a place and AI. It's really much because some children cannot do anything without AI. Yeah. I'm not saying they should ban it completely. They can use it, but not everything. Because Gen Alpha, you call it Gen Z. They are Gen Alpha. Do you know that when small things like this, they are going to their phone to search about it. They don't even want to use their brain. So I feel like, okay, we should reduce AI. Create a platform whereby adolescents are free to talk about how they feel. And mind you, parents should also give their children this ability to talk to them. Because there are some parents that they give their children fear to talk to them, that instead of your children talking to them, the children will find comfort elsewhere. Yes, and those comforts can mislead them in a very bad way. If a child is having a pleasure to have sex, I try to tell her that okay, if you don't want to have sex, watch porn. You can masturbate. I'm sorry for saying that word, but it's just normal. But mind you, that thing is not going to off. It's just going to like increase that desire.
Yes.
But it's not going to stop it. So, but if you tell your parents are going to tell you that okay, this thing is bad. And it is normal for you to have these feelings, but you have to manage it. Your parents have to, like our parents of nowadays, have to talk to us. And spend time, it is very necessary. There are some people that if they buy phone for their children, they'll ban all social media. They have their own reason because they know that social media is very, very corrupting. So I feel like there should be some way that they can stop like things, because there was a time when I was 13, I got a coach. My daddy used parenting coach, which by anything I search, if I search something that's not meant to be for a 13-year-old, it's not going to be because of I am still a child, and my parents will get a notification that I am trying to start something that's bad.
Okay, people watch wow, I enjoyed this. Well, like, can you just give me 1 minute? I would like to say something.
If I'm talking about this,
Okay, you were saying that you made a point. You said I didn't say
it's falling.
like can speak to their parents. Okay, I have a question. My question is, how about adolescents that are not living with their parents? They are living with guidance. Guidance that doesn't know who hear what you have to say. Are you listening to me? Are you getting me? So these guardians are not, it's not that they are there for you to hear what you have in mind. So those kind of adolescents in that kind of situation.
In that type of situation, they are going to school.
Okay.
They are meeting people like they can. Let's say, for instance, now like, you are here.
Yes.
Let's say I assume that you can talk to someone like Mrs. Mills about how you are feeling.
Yes.
Or you should talk to your teacher about how it's not only about friends. There are other adults that you meet that you even call your friends. Say, even though they are older than you, so it's not everything that's about parents. I'm sorry, I made that mistake.
Yes.
You can also meet other adults and talk to them, even online, even with this social media platform. If not that, like not all adults have that mentality, you can still find a therapy session that will be free. Then to talk to you as an adult, even if it's an adult that will be operating that thing, not someone that will mislead you.
Thank you for that.
For our schools, we teach biology and chemistry. But when we teach how to spot the fake light, please teach about digital literacy. And again, so our girls listening, your words is not defined by your likes. Unfollow 10 accounts that make you feel ugly and low. Your future self will thank you later.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Come to the conclusion, and we have all come to the agreement that social media is a platform that helps us access the means of communications and also ideologies on businesses and our academical aspects too. And so we won't say that because it's affecting the adolescents of this age, that social media is a bad thing. So, social media is helpful and is media that educates us more on how globalized and how civilized the world is going. But then we have discussed on how this thing affects and how to manage it. And we believe that with the few points we have given, we will all agree and also work on this. That from now henceforth, there will be screen time and there will also be, the courage and the boldness to talk to our parents, our tutors, and also our therapists too.
Yes.
That will help us in our day-to-day activities. So thank you everyone for listening.
Yeah.
See you some other time.